Alright, I think you know what time it is. It is Phoenix Wright time! I'm in the wrong window. Oop, there we go. And today's Thursday. Hello! It's me! Obviously. Who else would be running this stream? So, after my computer died, I lost, everything? I lost not everything. I lost the save file for this game. And, I had to play through to catch up to where we were. But, it's fine, because I did that, and now we're caught up again. So it's Gucci. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Oh, I should open up my screen manager on the phone. And close this preview window so that my computer can have a better time. There we go. My channel. Me, it's me, my channel. Oh, come on, there we go. Okay. So, we got October. What am I doing with the mouse? I want my stylus. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Oh, do you know what else I haven't done? Snapchat. Always Snapchat. Let's prove this man innocent. Twitch.tv, nope, TV / Thrifty Fangirl. Okay. Yeah. And then also on the other account, I have one for me and one for the stream so that I don't have weirdos following me on my regular Snapchat. Not that my followers are weird, just that I don't know them in person. And I don't necessarily need them to know where I live, because Snapchat Maps has that information. Phoenix Wright time. Coolio. Okay. Did that very important thing. Alright, let's go. Mr. Wright. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing! Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh. He looks even unhappier. Oh no, my cat! This is one of my cats. Nope. I put my phone stand in, like, in between some. I shuffled my stuff around and I put my phone stands in a place where it's very inconvenient and I can't move it because of how everything's wired up. Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. GEEKS. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. Whoa, number 4? Is my voice too loud? This looks like it's... Try that. Okay. My imitation of the crowd. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Nice, gotta do this guy's voice again. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? Don't know me? I'm the director. I make Seal Samurai, noob. Rolf. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. Doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. Dun, dun, dun. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. At the studios from around 9 that morning. I don't think he's pressed that. During the morning I was doing an action. Why did he hesitate? In the employee area? That's right. There was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. He certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. Took a lot more time than I thought it would. I was asked about that too. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right. That's the limp. Which, of course, led to me missing my lunch. ROFS. ROFS? Rolling on the floor, starving? I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Hold it! What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. Well, I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Press. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah. No steak, at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah? It looked like someone ate. There was food plates. It does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila! What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't want to mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble and brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it? Took 1 break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then. Rule. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, no, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Reconnection successful? Am I back? Sorry about that. Let's, okay, yeah, it's definitely back up. Okay, well, that was scary. Cool. I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. If, I'm not sure exactly when that cut out, so if you missed what happened, basically he said they didn't take a break, and then he said that he ate a steak during a break, so obviously there was a break, and we called out his contradiction. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. The break. Oof, I burnt my espresso a little bit. Yeah. FWIW. We took a break. ROFL. What? For... I don't know what FWIW stands for. For whatever reason. No, that doesn't make any sense. For what it's worth. There we go. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, LOL. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't even think it would be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay, we took a break, but it was only 15 minutes. Tell me more about base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry. D. Vasquez plate. D. Vasquez. The producer? Oh, okay. I looked it up. And there's actually 2 things going on with her name. So the first bit sounds like diva, which is like, you know, she's a diva, okay. But there's this place called the Vasquez Rocks, and it's an area in California that's like kind of some like scrubland and rock structures and stuff, rock formations out in the desert that people often use as film locations, including Power Rangers. Which I'm sure was at least some bit of inspiration or connection to this Japanese style of live action action drama series. So yeah, the Vasquez Rocks has important film production history, and then also just the pun being diva. Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Alright, let's ask about this committing murder bit. Why is that? That's only just enough time. Oh, really? That's it? Okay. The reason is that it's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak. I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. LOL. Well, Phoenix? That testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information. Oh, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? How? Press. Maybe he'll tell me about when the break was. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. It was only 15 minutes. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to present something here. Let me just double check this information. It blocked the path from 2:15, but I might need to ignore that I remember that. What else do we have? The guide map. Sphere. I don't know, but he didn't add it to his testimony, so... It's only 15 minutes, not enough time to say commit murder, that's only just enough time to finish... I'm gonna ask him this again. I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so. Excuse me. Okay, let's, I guess we'll just try. We'll present the autopsy report, I guess.
Objection!
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction. Yeah, I picked the wrong one. I don't want to read my failure dialogue. Not enough time for someone to say. Okay, maybe I need to present it here.
Objection!
Uh-oh. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna save in case we fail 3 more times. I don't want to have to go back to earlier. That's only just enough time to achieve on steak, if you ask me. What am I? Help me more than that, Mia! Okay, let me see. We don't have profiles, so... This one? Got a guide map, Powers photo. I don't know! I guess we'll try the autopsy report on this one. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I got it wrong again. Let's just reload. I don't know what I'm supposed to...
Hold it!
What were you doing in those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were two plates. The Vasquez with the other one. Press on this again. Why is that?
Objection!
Oh, he objected this time. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Thank you. Your Honor. Oh, I forgot to do the voice. This testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1. No, it's impossible. The monkey head! I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to studio in that time. Ha! Huh. I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Minella from the stand. Wait, what? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for the recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court Lobby, Defendant Lobby number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Why does this courtroom just have, like, donut crates around? Who serves donuts in a crate? Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you! The nice lady! I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness! I mean Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, are you saying you had bargaining terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. We better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera added to the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of your incident. Of the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle, remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
Hasn't he been there a bunch of times? You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do. I tape every show. And I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad.
Found a map on the internet, went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that the old lady wouldn't catch me. Press that one.
Off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Let's split this too. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual? Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio?
Got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes.
Okay, so he, at the latest, 2:15, because the clock was broken at 2:15. So he had to be there before 2:15, then he got lost for 30 minutes. Let's press this as well. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
Blue studio doors, that's Studio 2. We have a photo of it? We don't have a photo of it.
we're gonna press this again. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally rocked! Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy! What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! You need to get more information. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. He's actually dead. If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. I think we got it. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay. We got our thing. Of course, the Steel Samurai, blah blah blah. If I had my camera. Because he just told us he always carries it around. Objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? What? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yeah, I had my camera with me. I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Let's press that. So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away? Not even once? No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay, we didn't get any extra information there. Goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then, okay, let's press this one. Hold it! So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice! And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap! Something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops! How should I play this? Wait and see. Press him harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
Double objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how we might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix? I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it, he was watching something else, or show evidence. Let's check the court record. What's in here? Every battle that he's won. Didn't watch the climax of the fight. I don't know what the answer is. Profiles. What does this one say? No, not helpful. He couldn't watch it, he was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Probably. Something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yeah, Mr. Wright, explain yourself, because I don't know what's going on either. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have a okay, I got it wrong. He couldn't watch it. Blue doors! Blue doors! If we think that the murder took place in Studio 1 and he was at Studio 2, then he didn't see the killing blow. Either that or the murder happened at Studio 2. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Oh, that's not what I meant. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Fine. Show evidence, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Panicking! Why did Cody look away from the fight? Why? Cause... let's click and see what information. A new digital camera, still learning how to use it. Could be that he was having trouble with this camera. Contains photos of the victory scene. Locked the... No, it's not that. Not that. Probably not that. Okay, let's try the camera. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct! Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Props? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. He means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. But very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pop. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Let's press that. That sounds important. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you. I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? No, press him. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I'd better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay. We got... Tell the ones who know. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. I don't believe you. You have this photo book.
Objection!
Cody! What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow up with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh. Right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait! No way! Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is! Look, Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture of the in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? He erased them by mistake. The photos were blurred. The Steel Samurai didn't win! I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. I'm not doing the right voice. I was like drifting towards the judge voice. There's a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. Inconceivable! However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Hi. Oh, we got the intense music! Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! 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 What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What is this all about? Hammer was not the victim, Steel Samurai was the victim. That's the one. If you understand what's really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? I'm trying to do his face. Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying this man, the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit? Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data that I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, this is it. Studio 2! Called it. He said the blue doors. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts we know and the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo. Bam, right there. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Eh? What's this all about? Please explain that, so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Bam! Here. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. The path was blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15, so, in other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Ms. D. Vasquez were outside eating a steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection!
This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Okay, let's check the court record before I say anything. I'm pretty sure this empty bottle. Sleeping pills. I think it's this. I have proof. Let's go with that. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that there's no surprise, I'm suddenly much less confident. Same, bud. I think I'm right, though.
Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Empty bottle. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table at the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Just fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well. Let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Huh? I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai, seen by Miss Oldbag, may have been the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did not have time to commit— and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Go investigate! Oh. Okay, save. October 19, 2:47, I almost said 2007. 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. 2007 would be a little bit too late if digital cameras are a kind of new thing. See, they got flip phones, they got digital cameras. My guess is probably like 2003. They probably— I wonder what the release date for this game was. I got my digital camera when I was in like, what, grade 2? When was that? Grade 2, you're like 7 years old? 7 or 8? 7? 7 makes sense. Yeah, because kindergarten you start at 4 or 5. So I would have been 7 in grade 2. 2004? Maybe? But also this was like a— yeah. I was a child, so you probably wouldn't give a child like the newest technology that is digital cameras. So it's probably around for a few— my guess is this takes place somewhere between like 2000 and 2005. Not that it matters, but you know, that's just my speculation. Whew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you we'll be able to find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks.
can't not bop to the music in this game. The music is so good in this game. Especially the trial music. Oh, I love the courtroom, and then like when it like ramps up and gets to the faster music, you're like, oh yeah, I'm onto something, and then it hits the faster, like there's a third track that's even faster and more pumped, and you're like, oh man! Something's about to go down! Alright, October 19th, 3:27 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think we've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive, and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yep, pretty much. Well, we've got no time to waste. Let's go to the studio! October 19th, Global Studios, main gate. Yo, Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive! See if she has anything new to say. Ask her about Mr. Hammer. Producer. I think the producer seems like more shady than the director. The director just seems a bit skeevy. I was wondering about V. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. You not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about. I can't. What's her voice? The studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. It's like a granny voice, but I can't remember. I have too many like high-pitched voices that are very similar. Because my voice is limited. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. We'll keep Maya's innocence. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You'd drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal. A thief! I won't forget this! Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible! Alright, and we're not gonna get anything else out of her. Let's go to the employee area. October 19, Global Studios employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there were any other clues lying around. Ah! No touching! Eek! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at that sometimes.
dramatique. That's not how you spell dramatic. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Oh yeah, that was on purpose. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Ooh. Let's ask about that. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? And if there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Fake plate added to the court record. Let's move at the investigation. See if I'll slip some info. Some of them deets. I'm cool. Can you tell? How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Why? He's rude to you. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I've got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. That means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. See that, guys? I was right. Alrighty, there's nothing to examine if he already told us about the stuff, so let's check the dressing room one more time. Oh, October 19th, Global Studios dressing room. Empty dressing rooms like this are kind of lonely, aren't they? I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine. Yeah! There's a box for snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. It's completely empty. I can feel Maya's eyes burning into the back of my neck. I just want to see if there's anything new to notice here. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Well, we can be pretty sure WP did take a nap here like you said. I'm not sure being drugged counts as taking a nap. Mr. Powers' bag. I hope WP can come pick it up himself soon. Soon. Alright, there's nothing interesting here. Oh wait, is there anything we want to show to Gumshoe? Just look through those. Probably not. Nah, I think we're good. Whoops, misclicked. I tapped on that by accident. Move. Don't need to talk to Old Bag any longer. Inside Studio 1. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer? Oh, Studio 1 does have a blue gate. I thought it was white for some reason. So I made the right deduction out of false evidence. Oops. October 19th, Studio 2, entrance. I did it again! Studio 2 entrance. I keep on expecting there to be a number, so I like do the inflection of my voice weird. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? H-E-L-L-O! H-E-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Hello, speak. I want to know about your relationship with all the people here. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really tricking me off. Oh dear. See if she's just gonna do the same. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My faith blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh dear. Is there anything I can show her that might help? I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Oh dear. Okay. What can we show her to get her to talk? I don't know if these are any of this is immediately helpful. Okay, let's try showing her this, see if she has anything to say about it. She's not even looking. Okay. Hey you, look. What? Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Alright, she's not gonna talk to us. Let's go check out the trailer. So rude of her. October 19th, Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Examine. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. An old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune! Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What's next? A ninja ballet? How about this one? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. How about this one? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories. But it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Up at the table. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. How about the garbage can? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Darn. Okay. Those?
examine this, I guess. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plate.
Hey, so they eat T-bone steaks too?
Something wrong?
I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
Can't say that I do. The bone! An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. It kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Okay. Anything else to say to her? I don't know, let's present her the steak plate. She's not even looking. Okay. Hey, you, look.
Why are you showing me that? That's me, Nick.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe let's go show something to, what's her butt? To old bag. Okay, nothing new there. Present to her this. This old bag. What do you think of this?
Think? I'm not in the mood for thinking, thank you very much.
Okay, that's just a generic response. Yeah, same response. Show her this picture. This old bag.
What? Get that filth out of my sight! And you're claiming that's poor old Hammer in there? And I thought you were such an innocent youth. Ah!
Okay, not helpful. Show her this. This old bag. What do you know? Generic response. Okay, let's go back. Move. Can we talk to Gumshoe? You know what? Actually, maybe we just need to go back and talk to Powers. We haven't been to see him yet today. October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Did you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yeah. Though, there's not really anything I can do to help.
Hahaha, I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Ask him about everyone that we've been asking everyone about. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's, well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Rumors about what? Did you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. You brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Hey, that's rude. No fat shaming in this house.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago.
Whoa! Let's move and go ask other people about that. No. I want to ask her about 5 years ago. No, there's nothing new there. Let's ask again anyways.
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. Yeah, nothing new, blah blah blah. Maybe we should go back into the trailer. No, there's nothing new there. There's not gonna be anything new. Anyone in the dressing room? Oh hey, Penny's here.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Hey, how's it going, Ignatius? I'm doing good. You missed the end of the rainbow balloon puzzle yesterday. Finished it. It was a challenge at the end, but it was just red and green. No, I've been good though. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold up on Hammer. He had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that the trailer part of the film? Was that trailer part of the film set then? I want to ask about that before the episode thing. Aw, that's not good. Hope you're feeling better soon. Hopefully it's not COVID. An accident 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. I will ask her about the last episode and then go see if Mr. Powers will spill the beans. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Appreciate the lurking. Always helps to boost the views. No, I read that line already. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the programming just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. This one. Take that! And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. You can tell me. That was I inflected that weirdly. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Wow, that was easy. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up, and that's the dirt she had on and that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do? But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? This old bag. She was here at the studio back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Let's go! What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! He's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, that's okay.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols.
Nichols? Nichols, Nick.
Penny Nichols. The assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up the dirt on someone's past like that.
And the recently departed, no less.
I suppose you think this is fun.
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Mr. Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Words are hard. Present the pill bottle.
Take that!
Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove?
I'm sure old Hammer just had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? A food plate. Take that! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. F. Uh-oh. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. This old bag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident.
What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it.
That photo, well, it caused quite a stir.
And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Gasp!
Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy at the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Thank you! Thank you, Woolbag! Alright, let's go talk to Vasquez. Let's go show her the photo. See how she reacts. Outside Studio 2. Alright, you still looking at the clouds? Well, look at this cloud. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old?
He means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind.
Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more, inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
What? Hold up a minute. There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. And they're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close, that fence looks dangerous.
No, it's bent! Look, it's bent!
Ugh. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
But why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden?
Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord.
But... You were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Where is your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady says it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negative. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What?
This is valuable evidence.
Boys! Oh dear. Oh dear, this is not good. No bueno. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do for today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? Steve Vasquez. To be continued. Oh my god, I can't believe this case isn't over yet. Well, it's getting late, so that's usually when I stop-ish. We'll save the last day of trial for tomorrow. I guess it's been like one stream per day. Seems to be pretty consistent. Like per day of trial and investigating. Yeah. That's the show, folks.
That's all, folks.